So Nathan finished a 1-1 draw here against Radcliffe this evening. I think before the game he probably would have taken a point, but given how the game has panned out, it'll probably be a really kick in the teeth, that one.
Yeah, obviously you don't want to concede late, but you know it's a 1-1 draw at a very, very good team on their patch. We could have killed the game on 3 occasions, on 3 1-on-1s. We haven't. We've paid the price for that, but they've worked the socks off. They've been organised. They've stuck to the game plan. I'm proud of them tonight. It's a good point on the road.
Yeah, and in terms of how the game started, really couldn't have got off any better. Aaron couldn't get in the goal, a well-worked set piece, but I think Aaron's one of those players that the way he's started this season and played for quite a bit of pain, he's probably one of those players that really deserves that goal.
Of course he does, and it was a great finish. It was a striker's finish. He's just guided it into the corner off the post. But again, the things we're working on, the things we're improving on. It was a great ball from Priestley as well. But you know, it was a great time to score.
Yeah, and then as the first half wore on, we perhaps didn't create too many chances at the other end, but defensively pretty resolute, dealing with the crosses that came to the box pretty well.
Yeah, listen, we stood firm. Like I said, we're very controlled in our performance and organised. And I think it was only 2 or 3 minutes after we scored the first one, Jake Day's gone through 1-on-1 again. It was patient play, breaking them down on the press and then hitting them on the counter. And you know that would have obviously changed the game, but they've done everything we've asked of them tonight, and you know I can't say enough. It was controlled.
Yeah, and you mentioned of that Jake Day chance, and obviously you know at that moment in the game going at half time 2-0 up as well could have made it a lot more perhaps comfortable in that second half. Radcliffe obviously going to have to go for it to try and get a result, but leaving plenty of gaps in behind as well. I think that second.
Yeah. I mean, I keep saying it. Goals change games. Every manager in the country will say it, and they do. Going 2-0 up, it just takes knocks the stuffing out of teams. And if you do it at key times, which in the second half we've had again 2 1-on-1s which we haven't converted. You know, you're talking then you've got a totally different game where they're chasing it, very similar to Nantwich on Saturday. We're at 1-0, they've always got a chance, and you know the fact they've took off 2 very good wingers, which is a big part of their game, getting the ball wide. You know, to then change it to a very, very direct game and look for for first and second contacts. It kind of shows you how well we've done, and you know the longer the game went on, you know the one fell lucky for them, and the guys, the kids put it away.
Yeah, and in that second half as well, the other couple of good chances, both coming from Brad Fuster, obviously off the bench, some fresh legs, squaring it for Aaron Haslam. Frustratedly couldn't get that connection, and Fuster himself as well having one saved by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, listen, it's unlucky if we're going to be, if we're going to complain about it. Yeah, we obviously want to put those chances away, but you know, you got to look at where we've come from, and the doldrums that we've been in. You know, really poor start with lots and lots of injuries, but that's a proper performance tonight. That, and you know, it's a massive positive that we're coming to teams like Radcliffe, Nantwich on their patch, and we're creating chances. So it's only a matter of time before that changes, before we can kill games off.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned about how far the team have come the last couple of weeks. You think that this time 2 weeks ago we stood here talking after a really disappointing 6-0 defeat. Defensively though tonight, something just before the goal where bodies on the line, you can't fault the commitment there at all.
Been solid. They've been solid. Even the mass game when we weren't fully tuned up. You know, Nantwich away on Saturday, and tonight again we're getting the distances right, we're getting the lines right. They know each other's game. We look really solid, and it's a real positive for us moving forward. But you know, tonight getting a point here, it's just another step forward for us. And again, I keep saying it's something to build on, and you know we've got plenty left in the tank.
Yeah, and now as well a strange thing. In fact, we've got the Saturday off, back in action next Tuesday. So what sort of things have you got planned for the next week in terms of the team building for that one?
Well, we need to basically look after ourselves. Obviously, I think not having a game on Saturday that'll potentially assist us a little bit, because you know we've had a lot of lads being injured. The extra rest will do us the world of good. But yeah, we just need to look after ourselves, and we'll be doing all the preparation work that we need to do, ready for the game over in Ashton for another away game next week.
Thank you much, Nathan.